So this is me from the car. It looks like Facebook finally got their stuff together so that we can go back to doing live streams and stuff. I don't know what happened, but WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger were all down yesterday. So that was a pain in the behind, especially when you make your living doing stuff on social media. You don't realize what an important part of your day is until those things are down. So yesterday, I think I put up like 20 posts on Preach_Love. Preach_Love is my my Twitter handle. So I also thought I'd done something wrong because I got an invite finally from Amazon. So I have my own little store on Amazon where it's a click through. So I'm going to put the links on everything that I post. And here's how it works. Because they have me down as being a lifestyle vlogger, I am also a reviewer, all that kind of stuff. I can actually use a link for Amazon. Almost everybody buys stuff on Amazon. And I have enough followers and enough stuff going on that I now have a store on Amazon that I'm putting up. But the way it works is I can recommend items for you guys to buy, or I would ask you, if you're going to buy stuff from Amazon and you want to support taken out of context, blessings, good morning. If you want to, God is good all the time, man, all the time. I just actually finished praying with my wife. She actually went in to have see a doctor, and we also have a new godchild that was born. So we decided to pray. We were just praying a little while ago. So what it is now that I'm on Amazon, now that I have enough followers to have a store on Amazon, I would ask you, if every time you go to buy something on Amazon, take an extra step. Go to my Facebook page and click through from my Amazon store to your account. What happens is that it doesn't cost you anything, but anything that you buy, from a lace frontal to a vlogging camera to a video, whatever you buy, actually I get a little commission for it if you use my Amazon store. It doesn't cost you anything, but it actually helps us out. And also what it does is that there's certain things, instead of me constantly saying, hey guys, can you help me out with something, you can actually use Amazon to support taken out of context. You can actually buy us gift cards, and they pile up. So like sometimes when I'm on, there's an issue with like, let me give an example. Rohan Sound might be giving me an issue. So you guys are like, you know what? I want to put money towards Rohan being able to have a rig to have better sound for taking out of context. You can do stuff like that. So yeah, so now I am officially an affiliate marketer for Amazon. So I will be reviewing products. The cool thing is that sometimes people will actually send me products, and if I like it, I'll give you guys an opportunity to buy it. I'm well dressed down today. Having a little issue with allergies, so that's why I went back to the sunglasses thing, so you guys can see the reflection in the sunglasses. Five Below is a great store for buying cheap sunglasses. So $3 for nice reflective sunglasses, and if they break, you'll still get another pair. So I'm really intrigued. How did you guys deal yesterday without being able to post on Facebook? Even right now, it's difficult for me to post on Instagram. My stuff doesn't come up, but it's coming through, and I'm wondering what it was. Was this a cyber attack? Was it just the fact that they weren't updating their things properly? I don't know what happened. Greetings, Joshua from Cape Town, beautiful Cape Town. I know you guys are well into your, actually towards the end of summer. But I know it's beautiful. My wife will, I don't think I'll be traveling there, but I think my wife will be traveling to South Africa this summer. I think she's going, I'm not sure if she's going to Kenya, but I think she's going to be in South Africa. But I love you guys. Thank you, my friends down in South Africa. I know it's a 6-hour difference, so I know that I appreciate you guys spending part of your day. And actually, there have been times where I looked at how the show goes, and of the people that watch the stuff that we do, South Africa has a most, then Kenya, and then Nigeria. But a lot of our friends in South Africa. Send pictures. Send pictures from beautiful Cape Town. Okay, so I'm recording now because right now I'm having an issue. Facebook is still giving me an issue. It says that it's check your connection, but I have full bars and everything else. So I'm just recording this part here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take it out of context continues to grow. I will be able to do more live streams later on because this is the end of this. It started out live and now it's recording it. But I'm definitely going to send this out to you guys. I love you. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for watching the rebroadcast on Facebook Watch. Thank you to Rohan Crawford, Todd Rod, Hovland Nishringa, Jess Garcia, everybody that's helped us build the channel up. We're going to talk more about privilege. From our friends in other countries, there's a big scandal involving higher education and the rich elites in the country. And it was the idea of that left-wing, right-wing, Republican and conservative, Democratic and liberal, whatever, rich people seem to think that the rules don't apply to them. So they tried to get their kids into colleges, and it's a really big scandal involving TV stars and captains of industry and all that kind of stuff on either sides. Really Republican and really Democrat, really left and really right, or whatever. What's a big deal? It's actually dominating the news in the United States about people paying millions of dollars to get their kids into schools and how it marginalizes people of color. So what I do is I put this show in lots of groups, especially groups that are pro-black. I am black American, with a West Indian tinge to it. And what it comes out is that we really work hard to make our kids excel to get into schools to earn their places. And people who are already rich and could afford to do the whole thing about getting an endowment. You know, you want your kid to get into the school and he passed, you buy a building for the school. That's the old-fashioned way of money works. You're rich, make an endowment, buy a school, get a hall named after you, whatever. Don't cheat on the test scores to give your kids who already have a leg up another leg up. That's unbalancing the playing field. And what happens is that some of the people that are caught in this scandal are actually liberals who get on conservatives who do the same thing. It's still patriarchal. It still reeks of privilege. And it just shows that people are kind of fake. You know, it shows that the phoniness and the hypocrisy of the rich trying to help out the poor. And you demonize people for doing the same thing that you do, and all those things are terrible. So it's a big scandal here in the United States. And it's also an example of Trump said he was going to get back at the Hollywood elites for not supporting him. But in his net that he cast out, the Justice Department went after everybody. So it got liberal TV stars and liberal business owners, but it also got conservative people too. And I want people to forget that in this country, the president's son-in-law is named Jared Kushner. And Jared Kushner was able to get into Harvard without great grades to get into Harvard, one of our best schools in the United States. His father paid $2.5 million in endorsement. And I'll tell you this much. That's kind of how America is. I have an issue with that, but not so much. That's rich people nonsense. And I also will tell you that people get mad at a radio personality who said that he would spend his money to get his child into a better school. I think it was either Sway or one of the guys on one of the radio shows, and people are saying he's wrong. I'm like, you're not wrong. The rules of privilege has changed, and the show I was going to do yesterday, I was going to say that as more black folks get into privilege, the rules of privilege has changed. You could not. It used to be if you were rich in this country, you could marginalize any woman you want. You can't do that anymore. It used to be in this country that if you were rich, you could buy your way out of anything. That really can't happen anymore. You could pay your kids' way into school. And it's really funny, as people of color begin to get into positions of power where they can use their influence, they move the goalpost further back. So when you're a young black man and you're making $200,000 a year, the trappings of success that you used to have, that essentially money insulates you and makes you able to do bad behavior, the rules have changed. Because what happened was, when they see other people do it, it's okay. When they see a black man using his influence and stuff to get ahead, it's an issue. Here's the example, and I'm going to leave you guys alone on this one. Go back to the 90s, and there was a rich man named Klaus von Bülow who gave his wife, Sonny, a lethal injection of insulin, and she died. That was the idea of the case. He went and he hired a dream team of lawyers. On that team was Alan Dershowitz, famous lawyer here in the United States. The movie that's based on is called Reversal of Fortune. People had issues that Klaus von Bülow got away with murder, but yet in the trial they made enough doubt that he was not convicted. He got away from it. He moved up, whatever. And people had an issue. They made a movie about it, but there was no big cry of outrage that he did give this woman a dose of insulin. She goes into a coma, whatever. A few years later, O.J. Simpson tries the exact same thing that Klaus von Bülow did. He goes, he hires a dream team of lawyers. They find whatever, they find out, and OJ gets off, and there's an amazing amount of outrage. And they go, maybe it's because his crime was more heinous, where he stabbed her to death and tried to cut off her head. But the whole idea of finding a lawyer and using your millions of dollars to get the best team possible became a horrible thing when a black man did it. Also saying that what OJ did was terrible, because I'm one of the people that believe that OJ really did nearly saw off her head and stabbed Ron Goldman and killed him. I honestly believe OJ did it with the help of A.C. Collins and stuff like that, whatever. But it was the whole idea of that caused people to start looking into reform. Let's reform these things because the evil black man was able to do it. And again, I will tell you, OJ to me was guilty as heck. And you guys can debate that, it's all over. But that became the issue. And so now it's the issue where, for years, people got away with very bad behavior. And when the bad behavior went over to Bill Cosby, it became an issue. So, it's one of those things. I also think that Bill Cosby was guilty. A lot of people don't think he was guilty of that. I think he was guilty. But it did become an idea of, it's really bad. It was bad but accepted when you did it. But when I do it, it's the worst thing in the world. An unequal application of justice and opinions of what happens to people of color in this country. All right? Just my opinion real quick. So I'm glad that Facebook is back on. I'm upset that right now you're watching a recording, not seeing a live stream, because Facebook is still having issues. Hopefully you guys will get a chance to see this. I will be back on later on today. So this is Bert for Taken Out of Context. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for your support as I lose focus. Let's tap to focus. Tap to focus came back. And I hope to get back on and give you guys more broadcasts and stuff like that. My Amazon store / our Amazon store, Taken Out of Context, will be there. I ask you, once I put that link up, you don't have to buy the stuff I tell you to buy, but if you decide to go and surf on Amazon, go through my link. It helps me out. It's a way you can help us support the show and the stuff that we do without actually putting money in our pocket or GoFundMeing us or joining our Patreon, which we'll have set up soon. But you can just, when you go on Amazon, go through our link. Amazon pays us, you don't pay us. It doesn't have any effect on what you buy. Unless certain things, when you buy it through me, you might be able to get a discount on it. Like my store they might pay me a little something and give you guys a discount if you go through it, depending on what the item is. All right, so again, thank you guys so much. God bless you. Have a good day. This is Bert for Taken Out of Context, and I'll see you in about an hour or so. All right, take care.